So I have noticed with regards to the title that over all the years, all these television programs, whether it doesn't matter what it is, they always go zombie. So zombie has to be like a mythology more than just the category across all these television shows, which always go zombie. So what is a zombie technically? A zombie turns normal men and women into the undead. And so, just a bite, a scratch, a bacterial, viral transmission, really, it's a mind virus. And so, we are living in the greatest mind virus ever created, where even to this day, young girls and men in their 20s can't wait to get their new vaccine, a COVID 19 booster update, plus their flu shot. You know, it's like having Kellogg's in the morning with 2% and some bacon and some sausages, and scrambled eggs, maybe a cheddar cheese omelet, maybe some tomatoes. I don't know, something delicious to eat. Maybe a nice morning jog, something like that. Maybe going to the gym, lifting some weights. But oh, I can't wait to get my COVID 19 vaccine. Pfizer, Moderna, J&J, AstraZeneca booster update.
I mean, if people want to go get that, like they can have at it and get 10, 15, 20. I don't really care what they do because, at this point, people should know better. So someone was saying in the chat, take it with like fats or lipids or whatever. So I'm thinking butter. I can mix it with butter.
Olive oil butter.
That's like, yeah, well, I like butter. So
you know what you could do is
heat up some butter, mix it in butter, and eat it that way.
Or you could eat it with butter and then put it on some toast.
Or a Belgian waffle. I'll just
there you go.
pour it all over a Belgian waffle. I was thinking of making Belgian waffles anyway.
So with some real maple syrup with that would be really good because maple syrup's actually really amazing.
Yeah, and I have the real maple syrup, like the grade A.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I use that. But I mean, butter is good enough for me. I can just pour butter. I already put a lot of butter in the Belgian waffle. I could use like a whole stick of butter in my Belgian waffles. So I'll just do that.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Shoot.
So people are accusing me of being a clown and that I live stream Clubhouse rooms on YouTube all day long and 0 people watch any of my YouTube videos. Well, I would just say that even though that may be accurate and true, you can still turn the world upside down with the weight of a feather. You see, even the smallest mind virus can cause a disturbance in the force. People don't consent to being in my content. Well, you consent to being on Clown House, and your information, your communication, it's all being recorded and transmitted. You're just unaware of the fact that, you haven't read a book in 10 years, nor have you gone to the gym or said anything intelligent or heard anything intelligent.
Rather presumptuous of you. You do sound like you're reflecting a little bit there, John.
I'm just saying, think about all the years, hours you spent on this app. Think about that. Is it intelligent communication? How do you determine what intelligent communication is?
You determine it.
Well, it's neuro-linguistic programming. It's ASMR. It's either intelligent or it's a waste of time. You could be with Make It Pop in her bird cage and hear the birds, you know, making all kinds of noises. That's not intelligent. This is just birds chirping.
But I must say that more disdain for people in this space begs the question as to what you're actually doing here, or you're so conflicted, that you have this desire to project your deep-seated pain onto other people, or you can quietly leave.
You, darling, you might be projecting. Are you projecting?
Was that the girl, John? People that come amongst people just to insult them is always,
They
thank
did
you,
it.
we did that,
They
right,
did
Isha?
it.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, kick that motherfucker.
I just don't get it. It's like you want to be in community and in company, but you want to be there just to insult. And I don't get it. Just go and sit in your quiet corner and, I don't know, punch a bag or whatever you do to vent your frustrations, and then come back, you know, when you've cleansed yourself. But don't come and bring your baggage and your nonsense to other people.
Hello? I'd like to learn how to refute religion and God. Thank you, Andrew. I think my mic went out. Let's see if I can go back in. Hello? I'd like to learn how to refute religion and G-O-D. Earth to Andrew, are you there? Hello?
I don't think he's on the room.
Oh, he's sleeping. He did a 48-hour binge fest, huh? Even Andrew has to sleep.
That's how you refute God. You get him to sleep.
So you're against kings?
Yes, I am.
Like Donald Trump? You think like Donald Trump is like thinks he's like a king
Yeah.
or something?
Yeah, he's told us that, so.
Oh, he told us that. He told us he's a king. So like at 8 a.m. when he gets up after he has his continental breakfast at the White House, you know, he drops a big old dooski, wipes his ass. Like, you think he's like, hey, piss boy, bring the bucket over here. King Dawn's gonna take a piss. Like, what kind of king is this guy? You know, what are you thinking here?
I don't know.
Does he like live up to the title, or is it strictly like you think he's a fascist because he's like arresting people in the streets? Like, how do you define
All of the above.
Just everything. You're just everything. Click, 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 click. Click, 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 click. That's the kind of guy you are. Just everything, select all. Every single option is the correct choice. Got it. Okay. So have you learned to refute religion? And are you refuting God actively, Frank?
Yes.
So you're not in a book club. You don't read any books, do you?
I'm sorry. I was a literature major, so I don't know what to tell you.
Okay, so what's the best book on God you've ever read?
The Oxford Handbook on Atheism.
The Oxford Handbook on Atheism is the best book you've ever read. Oh, so Frank, tell us what your
I didn't
life.
say it was the best book I've ever read. It's the best book I know about
God.
refuting arguments for God.
Oh, okay. So what's your life been like, Frank? How old are you? Are you married? Do you have children? Do you have money? Do you have health? Do you have wealth? Do you have love? Like, has it been a success? Has it been a struggle? What's it been like?
A little bit of everything.
Everything.
It's kind of a challenging question, but I have children, I've had career success, I've had challenges, I've had relationships, I've had changes. I've had health ups and downs. I've had, you know, a little bit of everything. It's the way life is. And I'm 62, and I've been an atheist for 40 years.
An atheist? You're an atheist?
That's what we call a person who doesn't believe in a God, yeah.
You don't believe in a God? What is a God?
I don't know, it depends on what you tell me.
Well, God is God, meaning probably, you know, creator, the all, the universe. Do you think metaphysically, or maybe, what's the universe to you, Frank?
Okay, these are all different questions. Can we take one at a time?
Yeah, what is the universe?
It's the physical, everything around us that we know of.
It's the all.
Whether or not that's all or not, we don't know, but it's certainly what we physically can detect around us.
Got it. Do you think that the universe created the earth and the earth created man?
That's not even a logical question. Try again.
It's not logical?
No,
You
that's not
don't.
the way. That's framing it.
That's
in
not
your
the flow?
context, and that's just not the way it works.
So it's not the flow. The universe didn't create the earth, and the earth didn't create man and woman.
Well, universes don't create things.
No?
Physical
sure?
processes in. Okay,
Okay, but that contradicts the Big Bang. Like the Big
Well, the Big Bang is now, Pari.
okay, John.
It's a
I'm not
Saturday
gonna talk to you
night.
anymore.
That's the Big Bang, Pari. Oh, Frank can't handle it.
Universe fucking itself.
Frank, you can't handle the convo, can you? It's too emotionally triggering. I got it.
It's too hot.
It's too hot.
He doesn't want to learn the truth. It's too hot.
It's too hot for him. He's an
It's
atheist.
too hot.
40-year atheist. Saw everything in life.
What
It's
is
like
your
a full
idea
atheist
of
that
God?
can't handle the truth. It's the same with you, Power. You can't handle the truth too. It's too hot for you too.
Ooh.
Huh? I'm asking what
These atheist godless people always want to. They always want to.
I'm not an atheist.
Pari, don't you know?
What are you? What are you, Pari? Let me guess. You're like Pari or something else like that. Like what are you?
Huh? Do you want to guess or do you want me to answer?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
What am I?
Yeah, go ahead. What are you?
I'm human.
Oh my God! Give me a break with all this bullshit. You're like,
But
yeah.
you know what religion I
Like, you know
identify as? I'm
exactly what I'm
not
asking you, and you ask me this crap. You're even worse than a Muslim.
Ooh.
You don't even
I'm
say
not
the truth.
religious.
It's terrible. It's terrible. When you lie like
Ooh,
this.
worse than a Muslim. Damn.
Why do people like this lie?
Don't you know that the Muslims blew Achik up and blew his church up, and he got, deported on an airplane to a white man's hospital, and they saved Achik's life?
Muslim either.
They lie worse than Muslims. She's a horrible woman. I
Damn.
don't even want to call her a woman. It's a horrible person.
Ooh.
And she just comes in and be like, I don't believe in all this stuff.
No,
But
I never
ask
said
the
that.
question,
You're
what
forming
the hell do you
anything.
believe in? Like, it's a simple question.
I'm not religious. I don't identify with religion.
So you're retarded.
So
No,
wait,
you're not
Pari, are
retarded.
you here to try to learn how to refute religion and God? Is that why you're here, Pari?
Yeah, I thought that we should be a healthy debate instead of an annoying man.
Well, I think you're just retarded. Like, it's terrible. I hate, you know what? You're worse
You
than Muslims.
sound like you're
Damn.
Honestly, Pari, I think you're worse than Muslims. It's a horrible thing that you're doing. It's a horrible, horrible thing that you're doing. Like, it's just terrible. You can't even sit and be like, yeah, I'm Hindu. Yeah, I'm Buddhist. Yeah, I'm something else. Yeah, I'm Bahari or whatever. You just sit and be like, yeah, I don't even know what I am.
Damn.
I believe in spirituality. I believe that we live among more sentience than just what we see. Like 98% of the universe is dark energy.
Bro, look at even tells you that accent. Yeah, of course you're not Muslim.
Hari, does that mean that you believe in the midichlorians from Star Wars and the power of the Force? Was Yoda
No, I
real?
don't.
Emperor Palpatine? Do you believe in the power of the
I can
Force?
differentiate fiction from fact, unlike religious people. So I feel like I see religions as symbolic teaching. And I think
It's not a symbolic teaching. It built the whole Western hemisphere. I don't like. You know what, Harry? I have to tell you. I don't want people like you. Listen. The more I listen to you, the more I'm like, you know what? I want the right wing. Wait a second, Harry. The more I listen to you, wait a second. The more listen, Harry. The more I listen to you, the more I want the most radical right-wing government in the United States history. Because people like you are sick people. You're just terrible people. You have like no spine. You have no nothing.
I'm not American.
Right-wing government in the United States, and I want them to be like, yeah, people from India are totally banned. People from Pakistan are totally banned. I want the most ultra right-wing government in America's history.
Yo, Achek, I don't know what to tell you, dude, but you need to look at Perry Godley on Instagram, and then like you'll realize that you're just wasting your time because, you know, she's a beautiful, educated, intelligent woman, and you know this short form conversation's not a lot of information transmission, so it's very short and you know insufficient and not a lot of intelligence, and you know you guys are just wasting your time talking about nothing.
I couldn't understand what he said. But I'm taking it as a compliment. Anyway.
Yeah, our chick got blown up in a hospital by a bunch of Muslims and went to a white hospital in the Netherlands and woke up and was like, oh my God, you guys saved my life. The Muslims blew me up in my church. Jesus Christ, thank God I'm alive. So our chick's got a lot of PTSD to deal with. And so when he sees a beautiful woman who knows how to dress and take photographs, you know, his self-esteem just crumbles and he doesn't know what to say because he's not with the love of his life and he's looking to get married and have a kid. And he's so confused because the Muslims blew him up in the church. He's like, these white people saved my life and now I owe them something. So, you know, Achek's a confused young man who's still just learning how to refute religion and God.
Okay. I mean, what is your idea of God?
I think it's in the word itself, you know, go do, go back, go forward, go backwards, do, you know, just got to go and do some things and, you know, motion.
That's a very cool way to interpret it.
It's all in the motion of the ocean.
I don't know what's for and against the argument, but I'm not here to argue at all.
Yeah, less is more when it comes to God. China, the Bible in China is called the Tao Te Ching, means, you know, the great integrity or the way of wisdom. So, you know, God is super intelligent. And if you're talking about God and it's not intelligent, then you're not talking about God. Because God is obviously the most intelligent thing in the universe.
It's supreme intelligence, and we are fractals and part of that intelligence. That's why people say we are reflections of God or the collective supreme intelligence.
Exactly. And that's why guys like Andrew, who have been here for many years, clearly have brain damage because they've never said anything intelligent in 4 years talking shit on this app. Andrew right now is like in La La Land, sleeping with like some Jesus stuffed animal or something on his bed. He's like, oh, I love you, Jesus. Oh, my life is so miserable, but Jesus, you give me so much joy, even though my life is so miserable. Why can't I be happy right now, Jesus? Andrew's like cleaning a house, like fucking spraying all these chemicals all over the floor and scrubbing. He's like, Jesus, save me from this terrible job so I might feed my flock here on Clubhouse with your divine wisdom, Jesus. But why does my life suck so much. I gotta clean all these fucking houses 24 hours. I'm a motherfucking maid. Andrew the maid. The maid of Jesus Christ. Making a bed, cleaning the kitchen, scrubbing the toilet of all them shit stains, saying, Jesus, why can't I feed my flock on Clown House? Give them more divine wisdom as I gotta clean all these shit stains out of this fucking toilet, Jesus. Amen, Jesus. Does anybody think it's funny? I think it's pretty funny. Well, Andrew, is he basically Andrew's in a book club, and it's called the Bible. Old Testament, New Testament, 100 books, whatever it is, Acts, Proverbs, Romans, Luke, Jake, it's a lot of books, but Andrew doesn't really come on here and read the books. He really just comes on here and indulges people and wastes his own time. There's no real education going on. He's not a teacher. Andrew doesn't actually do what Jesus did, which is teach people shit. Andrew just comes on here and wastes his time, strokes his ego, fulfills some weird role play or some, projection or performative, experience, but he's not really giving anybody anything. He's not actually teaching anybody anything. He's just wasting your time, putting out a fisherman's net, catching a bunch of fish, casting a web, catching little flies. That's it. That's all that happens here. And then actually what Andrew's really doing is teaching American English to foreign speakers. There's many foreign speakers that come to mind. Some of them call themselves trans. Some of them have accents. But here they are, learning how to speak American English, talking about nothing, literally nothing. If you're an atheist, guess what you're doing? You're talking about nothing. That's it. That's all it is. And you're not smarter than anybody else because you like to talk about nothing. No, you're not. That's not the book club. You are talking about nothing. So the joke's on you, atheist. Like, you gonna show me a blank piece of paper? Wow. Whoa. Man, your blank piece of paper is something else, atheist. Wow. What a project. Complicated, isn't it? A blank piece of paper. Whoa. How did they make the blank piece of paper? Why isn't there anything on that blank piece of paper? Oh, you can't stop talking about your blank piece of paper? There's nothing on there. It's boring. It's got no value, just like you, atheist. You got no value. You got no flavor in your soup. Your fish got no spice. Your steak got no peppercorn. Your mashed potatoes got no butter. You got nothing. It's just a blank piece of paper. Boring. And you're not even pleasant to talk to. That's the most disappointing thing about an atheist is at least maybe you can be polite. Turns out most atheists just aren't very polite people. Turns out they're rather obnoxious. So I'm broadcasting to you live from the bunker. I just want to let you all know that Andrew puts together the biggest waste of time rooms here on Clown House. Some of the biggest. Because none of you have learned how to refute religion and God. Not yet. But soon you will. I'm going to teach you. I'm going to read from a book. This is the 49th verse. So take the deepest breath of the day. Here we go. Hold it for 10 seconds. This is called wisdom. Wise people are not absorbed in their own needs here on Clown House. They take the needs of all people on Clown House as their own. They are good to the good, but they are also good to those who are still absorbed in their own needs. Why? Because goodness is in the very nature of the great integrity. Wise people trust those who trust, but they also trust those who do not trust. Why? Because trusting is in the very nature of the great integrity. Wise people merge with all others rather than stand apart judgmentally. In this way, all begin to open their ears and hearts, more prepared to return to the innocence of childhood. This is the commentary. One premise here is that wisdom and humanity require the ability to subordinate one's own ego demands, personal needs, and predilections in order to identify with the needs of all people. A second implied premise is that no matter how each of us may in some ways become corrupted by social demands, bribes, and indoctrinations, there is an innate humanity somewhere in the core of every human being. A third implied premise is that by addressing this human essence in each person, we prevent ourselves from becoming cynics and allow those of us who have become corrupted to return to our essential human nature, that is, to the innocence of our childhood. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, that's called a book. That's more intelligence than you've ever heard in any Andrew room. And I'm talking the whole summation, the whole composite, the whole compression of Andrew's life work here on Clownhouse. One huge fucking waste of time. This poor bastard's never read a fucking book here. Roger trolling. Okay, that's it, everybody. That's the John Kitover show. I'm gonna brush my teeth and go to bed. Ugh. Good night, my darling. Good night, my dear. Here's JohnForCongress.com. Better go back to gardening.